What's going on, people? Get your popcorn. Call your friends. Tell your mama, tell your papa, tell your uncle, tell your grandpops, tell grandmama. Jacob Jordan is yeah. We're back live tonight, man. We're back live tonight, man.
Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel.
A lot of things to catch up on. We're gonna be catching up on some of the new superstars and all-stars in the NBA, and then from after this live, going forward, we're just gonna be keeping up with the NBA season. So we're gonna be watching NBA game highlights for pretty much the whole year of the most entertaining games. You know, talking about the state of the NBA. Some lives, we're gonna also talk about the standings, where I expect certain teams to finish, and by the fifth episode of this series, we're gonna be deciding our new franchise that we will be following, or we will be supporting. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, without any further ado, I don't want to keep y'all waiting too long. We're gonna be starting off with Cade Cunningham today. Cade Cunningham. I've seen pictures of Cade Cunningham. I'm not too familiar with, bro, but that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? Let me put this screen up so y'all can see me. Man, y'all know when y'all like are tired and the water just hits like different? Damn. I was sleeping. I kind of overslept. That's why we started a little like so late, but better doing it than late. For me, you know what I mean? Than just late. Cause some niggas will be late and say, "Fuck it, I'm not doing it again." So we here. So we about to get familiar with Cade Cunningham. He's the point guard? He dropping 46-point triple doubles? I don't like that.
Cade down the lane. Cade to the rim.
We back. So today, we're going to be looking at a point guard that I've heard names about. He's been ringing bells, but I just never really looked into anything about this guy. Never looked at his game. Never looked at what he averages. Never looked at which college he came from. So we're gonna learn a little bit about Cade Cunningham, and if I like what I'm hearing, we're gonna continue to follow his journey. They're saying that according to Man Like Z, bro, that sound like a Toronto or a London name, bro. I hope y'all niggas know what y'all talking about, bro. But we're gonna see what Man Like Z is even talking about, bro. We're gonna see what he's talking about. We're gonna see what he thinks that Cade Cunningham is the NBA's new favorite point guard. Yo, go show Man Like Z some loves, gang. Go show him some love. Go drop a heart on his post. I tell him the big Jacob Jordan sent you, nigga.
Question.
And do me a second. Do a little shake while you at it, nigga.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
When you watch Cade Cunningham playing basketball, what other NBA player comes to mind? His draft profile from 2021 has Luka Doncic as his player comparison. So, is it Luka?
Luka or Steve. No one person is. And after a slow start, he shot does that alone.
Cade in the lane. Hook. Volley. Dante.
I look a little familiar, yeah.
It's 30. Here's Luka. 13 to 12. Cade in.
I mean, there are some similarities there, but Cade can also do this.
Oh my God!
Or maybe it's James Harden.
Okay, let me see something.
Stewart. Cade for 3.
Nah,
Okay.
but Cade is a big guard and doesn't really rely on the 3 ball too much. No, I got it. It's Shea.
Shea. Keeping the dribble alive.
Okay.
Cade against Nas Reed. On the dime. Pulls up to Cade. Over Reed. He hits it.
Nah, not really. No matter who you compare him
Yo,
to,
bro, this nigga's like a chameleon, bro. Okay, wait, now I'm really focused.
it's hard to fully capture the kind of player that Cade Cunningham is with just one comparison because Cade is a very unique player. He's not exactly like Luka or Harden because he's more athletic, but he's also not like Shea or Anthony Edwards because he's not the quickest or the most explosive athlete. And on top of that, he's also a heavy playmaker. In fact, you can also see a little bit of that classic point guard flair that we saw from greats like Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, and Rondo. And when he runs
Look
the
at
pick
that
and roll,
pass,
it's
bro.
a little reminiscent of Chris Paul. I'll stop with the comparisons before
Yeah.
someone calls me out for the action of his
Glazing, but is the action installing Windows?
installing windows. But my point here
Come on, gang. Like, nah, I don't think it's glazing if you breaking it down like this. I think these are really good comparisons because now I'm looking at his game. Some of these highlights look exactly the same. Yo, this nigga K, bro. Okay, now you starting to pique my interest because I don't know he was doing this. I know he was doing this. Yo, what's up, young blood?
is that there's probably a little bit of your favorite point guard in Cade. As a player, he's somewhere in the middle of the old school and the new modern guards, but much like a lot of the guys that I mentioned, he's also a gifted scorer and overall just a special player. And this season, Cade really put that on display and separated himself as an elite all-NBA player and one of the league's premier superstars. And now he's also proving himself once more in a bigger stage in the playoffs, where he's playing in one of the most entertaining first-round matchups in the playoffs. In the regular season, Cade finished off the year with the 7th highest points per game in the league and the 4th highest assist average, making him just one of 5 players to rank in the top 10 in both categories. And he also showed his all-around game as he tied for the 4th most triple-doubles in the league this season, and right above him were
Most in your first season?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, who you feeling like, gang?
3 former league MVPs and guys who have held the title as the best player in the league, which is also something that Cade is coming after.
I want to be the best player in the world. That's every day.
And at the moment, that's not way out of reach for Cade because when you look at what he's doing and compare him to the other players that are doing similar things, you find that he's much younger than his company at 23 years old.
Yeah.
And with how he's improved every season in every aspect of his game, it's not hard to imagine that there's another level for him to tap into.
Can K be a future MVP in this league? Possibly, who knows? But
Yeah, he could be an MVP.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he got all the skill set to be an MVP.
Yeah.
He a triple-double waiting to happen.
But it's not just about potential when it comes to Cade because even though he's still young with more to come in the future, it definitely feels like he has arrived. Like I titled this video, Cade is slowly becoming the favorite point guard for many NBA fans and apparently many NBA players as well, and that's because in a lot of ways, he's the kind of point guard that we've all been waiting for. But before we dive into why that is, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more content like this. But now, let's get into it.
Can't believe that team just lost 28 games in a row.
I like the video, big
The
dog.
longest streak in a single season in NBA history.
Porn addiction turns high IQ men into silent underachievers. They're highly intelligent, always told they had so much potential. But behind closed doors,
The obvious catalyst for Cade growing into the superstar he is the turnaround in Detroit, as the Pistons won more games this season than they did in the last 2 years combined and tripled last season's win total on their way to having their best season in nearly a decade.
Yeah.
But let's not forget that during those dark seasons when the Pistons were at the bottom of the league, many fans were seriously pushing the Free Cade campaign, and the trade involving him looked like it was bound to happen sooner or later. And one thing that stood out about Cade in that time was how he embraced the team's struggles and the commitment he showed to figuring things out, as opposed to pointing fingers and jumping ship as many were suggesting, because the Pistons were the worst team that the league had seen in a long time.
Yeah, we're not 2-26 bad. No way are we that bad. So yes, I think we can turn it around. I think we can play a lot better brand of basketball than we're playing right now.
And based on what we've seen this season,
is ridiculous.
Cade was right. And it also says a lot about him and how he's the kind of talent and leader that we expected him to be coming into the league.
He's the #1 pick, right? That's for a reason, so I got a great one.
In the last 6 years, the NBA draft has had some real generational talents at the top of the draft board, and I'll make an exception for this season because it's a little bit too early to make an accurate judgment, but for a good 5-year stretch, every #1 pick was a player with generational potential. Cade is obviously one of them, but before this season, he was cased as the second best player to build around among his fellow #1 overall peers. The best one is Wemby for reasons I don't need to explain, but looking at the other #1 overall picks, there's an argument to be made that Cade Cunningham is the best franchise cornerstone among them. And the reason I say this is because Detroit's resurgence is built upon Cade's talent and his ability to run an offense as opposed to just stacking a lot of great individual talent around him. The Pistons didn't have to trade for an all-star or trade another generational talent on their way to this turnaround, but instead, what they did was surround Cade with many great shooters and athletic wings and bigs who are good players individually, but who thrive even more from playing with Cunningham. Cade carried a huge load for the Pistons this season, and you really see this when you consider that on their way to the 6th spot, Cade had to average the most points by a Piston since the 2000-2001 season, while also averaging the most assists since the 1990-91 season. In contrast, when we saw team success from the other #1 picks like Ant and Zion, it always came with another star who was heavily on the ball, sometimes as a scorer, but especially in terms of playmaking. Minnesota's regression this season was largely due to Cat's departure as a secondary star who takes on a lot of that load. And in the case of the Pelicans, in the stretches that they've won with Zion, it has always been with another ball handler. And that's because their play styles need another player to help carry the scoring load or to add another skill set like playmaking. But in Cade Cunningham's case, his play style is actually complementing and unlocking his teammates. And all of that begins with his playmaking. Any great scorer in the league is bound to...
Don't lie, this is a really well put together video. I must admit, like, he has me locked in. Normally I'd be cracking jokes, but I'm thinking like, wow, like, what is this nigga's ceiling? Because I'm seeing all the things he's holding down for the Pistons. Could he be like what, one of the greatest point guards the East has ever seen?
See 2 or more
or just guards the East has ever seen?
They're sent at them, and for Cade, it's in these situations that his playmaking is on full display. One of Cade's best abilities as a playmaker is to find the hole in the defense that comes with a double team. Take for example here as he comes off the pick and draws 2 defenders. Traditionally, the right read is to hit the roll man, which is something that you see especially in his pick and roll with Duran. But in this case, you can see him faking the pass, but he recognizes Fontecchio and is able to zip the pass to the wing. And Cade has a lot of these sharp passes that seem out of view for the defense because as you can see here again, McBride and Brunson are quick to close out on Cade, but he zips the pass quickly to Beasley, who gets the open 3.
In the corner to Beasley, this for 3, and he's...
So you see a lot of these passes to the shooters, especially when the defense is showing 2 bodies.
He got it a little low at the shot pocket,
but Cade also hunts these shots by forcing the mismatch that comes from his size advantage as a big point guard. Notice here how he backs down Scoot Henderson and Ayton steps over to help, which makes Simons rotate to cover the dunker spot, but Cade recognizes that, so he hits Hardaway Jr. with a look-away pass for the corner 3. And same thing happens here with Isaiah Collier.
So, I ain't gonna lie, like, these are high IQ plays. These are high IQ plays, and the thing about it is he's not putting too much effort into it. He's just keeping it simple. It's very fluid. So you could tell by how fluid it is that he was planning to do this in that split second he got the ball. He got the ball. He read the whole offensive situation, a scenario, and he realized the best play was fake pass and find a shooter, or I'm gonna look this way, get their attention going this way because their momentum is already going this way, and I'm just no look that bitch. Come on now, that's tight.
Here, where it looks like Cade is about to bump in all the way to the paint, and as the help comes over, Beasley rotates to the corner and Cade finds him for the three. And his playmaking isn't just limited to half-court sets, because one thing about Cade is that he feasts on transition opportunities or any downhill attack where the defense is not set. So this looks like outlet passes, which Cade is always looking to dish out to the guy running the floor, or initiating the fast break himself and running coast to coast before dishing it out to his teammates. The length and athleticism on the Pistons roster also definitely makes it easier for Cade to find these opportunities, but he also makes it a point to cause the defense to scramble so he can feed the bigs and athletic wings. You can see it here as he comes off of this double drag screen, splitting two defenders and drawing the other two down low before lobbing it up to Dirk. But all this attention that he draws when playmaking is only possible because of the threat he poses as a scorer. And some of the ways that Cade goes about his scoring are actually pretty similar to his playmaking. He averages about 4 transition possessions per game, and when he's not looking to dish it out, he's attacking to get downhill for a bucket. I can't emphasize it enough, but Cade is always looking to capitalize on the moments when the defense is not set, and although you do get those moments in the half court, they're most common in transition. But when he's not looking for transition opportunities, Cade is also comfortable in the half court, where he's solidifying himself as one of the best 3-level scorers. By looking at his shot chart, you can see that he loves to play in the paint, and you can see that he's very efficient from that area on the floor. And that's because as a big guard, Cade is able to force mismatches and create advantages, and the way he attacks also changes depending on what kind of player is guarding him. When he's being guarded by his fellow point guards, Cade usually has a size advantage which he never shies away from using. And it's here that you see that old school.
I think he's going to do really good this year, but also next year he might go crazy
in Cade's game, because he uses his post game to back down smaller defenders, initiating contact to get close to the basket before finishing. And Cade has great touch around the rim, so many times you see him posting up or initiating the bump for separation before finishing with a hook shot or a floater over the person that's guarding him. And he's not the most explosive player, but what he lacks in athleticism he makes up for with his size and strength. At 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan, he's very crafty when getting to the rack, and he does a great job of using his body to shield his defenders and drives. Whenever he gets his defender on the hip, he gets easy looks around the rim, and these come in the form of layups, but he also gets more opportunities by initiating contact to create
this nigga arm is long as hell, boy.
Space, and he does a good job staying on balance and playing on 2 feet, which opens up looks like this one under the basket, attacking from the 3-point line. But because Cade himself is built like a wing, when he's being guarded by them, he sometimes has to do more than just getting downhill, and his size advantage isn't really much of a factor. But this is where Cade's bag of moves is on full display, especially in the mid-range where he has a variety of ways to get his shot off. He likes to start his attack from the wing.
That step back looks a little too butter. It's a little too butter.
And my assumption is that it gives him a driving angle that allows him to get to what is arguably his favorite shot in the short mid-range. And in ISO situations, Cade has 2 main go-to moves, which are his shoulder.
Nigga, coming out here. Nigga dishing out that belt. Nigga dishing out that belt long range, brother.
Shoulder bump, followed by that step back that you can see here. And on the baselines, he also channels that turnaround jumper. In the mid-range, he also combines his handle and strength to change direction, all for the purpose of getting him to his spots. And you'll notice that he loves the paint jump shots,
good switch of
and
direction.
is particularly able to get those because of his ability to keep his dribble alive at a slow pace, which he's able to do because he plays off of 2 feet. So even when he's driving with a big in the drop, he's able to just plant his feet for a short fadeaway. And as you can probably tell by now, his game is very fundamental, and you also see it in the way that he hunts his mid-range shots, which is mainly just through navigating through the screens in the pick and roll. And when it comes to his perimeter shooting, his game is just
like,
about...
You can see in his game that he doesn't, like, what I'm saying, he doesn't really exert too much energy on offense. I don't know how good he is defensively, but he's just taking his time, bro. Taking his time to get to his spots. Chilling. He's chilling. He looking like he got, like, how he play? Nigga look like he got 40 seconds on the shot clock, nigga. 40. That nigga is taking all the time in the world. Players like that play at their own pace, nigga, you're at their mercy. I'm gonna say it again. You're at his mercy. He doesn't have any care in the world. If you can't force a nigga to speed up their offense, then barbecue chicken.
League average, and it's still an area in his game that he could use more development. But you'll notice that Cade shoots the three mainly when he's coming off of a pick or off the catch, but rarely off the dribble. But based on how much
that nigga got offense like a 2K player, bruh.
He's improved season after season. That may be the next step that we'll see him take in the coming seasons. We'll have to stay tuned for that progression, but for now, Cade Cunningham seems to be growing as an NBA fan favorite, and it seems like this might just be the beginning. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more content. But until next time, peace.
Peace.
Please stop using ChatGPT and Canva like children.
Shut up, nigga. You're not even a real person. Or AI. That's a good video, man. Hey, yo. Shout out to Cade Cunningham. Let's see if you got any. He gave us all the stats right there. Ain't got no hype videos. The Cade Cunningham era has become. I said aura. Oh brother. Oh brother. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, now you know. Right now we on Mr. Step Back. We're on Mr. Cade Cunningham himself. I'm gonna start. My nickname for Cade is Cade the Chameleon Cunningham. What type of game you want? What type of bucket you want? Oh, you want me to turn into assist? Oh, you want me to take you down low around the rim and hit you with the you want me to come off of the screen and just drop a hot one in your mouth? What you want? You want me to take it to the rank, dunk all over your face? What you want? Because that's what he'll do. Cade Cunningham is the chameleon. Any type of bucket you want, any way you want it, he got it, and he's about to give it to you. He's about to give you that. So don't feel left out. Well, let's get into it, man. I don't want to keep yapping too much. Y'all already know how we give it up. I like his game. Simple, smooth. When it comes down to choosing my NBA franchise, I will be keeping an eye out for Mr. Cade. Mr. Cunningham. Word. Let's get into it.
You get used to this. Losses pile up. Another season fades into the background. But it's not like you ever thought it'd be anything more. 17 years until this past season. Faint moments of hope, constantly beaten down by the reality of the game. So you protect yourself. You stop expecting anything. You move on. You think about the past more than the future. It becomes a cloak, a piece of armor. Because if you don't care, you can't be disappointed. So yeah, you get used to this. There's a certain brevity within all Pistons fans. No theatrics or illusions. Just the long, drawn-out silence of a rebuild. So what changed? What does it take for a city to feel something again? To move past the hurt, the lost years, the forgotten promises? It starts with one game, one moment, one player.
Yes,
a
sir.
presence so undeniable, so electric, that Detroit can't help but care again. Can't help but hope that maybe, just maybe, this is the start of something real. After over a decade of guards that didn't pan out and big men built for different eras, the Pistons fan base was disillusioned. They knew their roster wasn't good enough to make a run, knew there wouldn't be any free agents waiting for them in the offseason, and at this point had no reason to think that the lottery would reward them with anything other than a developmental prospect. 2021 was another year of pain and suffering, but finally there was someone waiting for them at the end of this dark tunnel, a 6'6" jumbo playmaker walking into a league made for him, Cade Cunningham. The Motor City would have been elated to see a player like that put on a Pistons jersey at any point in time, but after everything they'd been through, it meant a little extra.
Fucked up now. Which camera I'm looking at? I'm in this one?
Yeah, you're in this one right here.
Detroit, I'm all the way in. Detroit Pistons, I'm all the way in. Let's do it.
Expectations for his first season were set outside of Michigan after dominating at Montverde and tormenting the Big 12 at Oklahoma State. Cunningham's star was enormous. National outlets everywhere announced his arrival before he stepped a foot on the court, boldly proclaiming the guard to be the future of the league.
When you go back to high school at Montverde, he was the best player on one of the best high school teams we've ever seen. U19 national team, wins a gold medal, averages almost a triple-double per 40 minutes, alongside Jalen Green, alongside Evan Mobley, alongside Tyrese Halliburton, was one of the best players on the floor. Then he drags Oklahoma State, a very mediocre Oklahoma State team, to the NCAA tournament. He beats Baylor. He puts 40 on Oklahoma. So I think he has a Luka Doncic type of upside as a 6'8" playmaker who can make step backs, who can play pick and roll. You can use him off the ball. To me, there's no downside to Cade Cunningham.
No downside there is.
For a player like that, Rookie of the Year wasn't a goal. It was an essential step, a necessary first accomplishment to stamp himself as everything the media was saying he was. Then his first season came, and the Rookie of the Year award went to Toronto. Cade was effective and efficient, the primary source of creation on a team with a mismanaged roster full of developing talent. But he wasn't dominant. He was feeling it out, adjusting to the pace of the game, the speed of defenders, the timing of passing lanes. It was a process. And characteristically, Cunningham was in no rush. The franchise understood this, the fans understood it, and for a moment, even the media did. No one cried bust or screamed that the Pistons had made a mistake. The world congratulated Scotty Barnes and moved on. Year 2 was supposed to be a rebuttal, a reminder to his old high school teammate and to everyone who voted otherwise that Cade went #1 for a reason. There were a couple of new pieces supporting him now. A high-flying 2-guard racing up and down the court, and a steady scorer in Bojan.
Playoffs, when it was giving LBJ the belt in the playoffs. I remember it was giving him the belt. You know what I mean? And I remember it was going bad for bad with the Celtics, prime Celtics. You know, the big 3 Celtics, right? So I remember when the Pistons was good, but after that team got blown up, they were ass for so long. They were so bad for so long that I low-key forgot about them. They always been around. It's like, were they ever good? I sort of think, were they ever good? These niggas been irrelevant forever. Were these niggas ever good? Nigga, who even is the Pistons? Like, nah, I mean, I sort of think like that. These niggas would get the best pick after the best pick after the best pick, and they wouldn't do nothing. It was like, I just looked at the Pistons like the spicy 76ers. I looked at them like the dollar store 76ers. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, what are you niggas even doing in the NBA, bro? Yo, just do us a favor. Go to Europe. Go to Europe, nigga. Nigga, become the Belgrade Pistons. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie. We don't need y'all niggas here.
Cores disassemble before they even got started. The pain was still too fresh. Cade got off to a promising start, getting to his spots, calmly knocking down his looks, and constantly finding ways to keep his teammates involved. And then, only 12 games into the season, it all came undone. Lingering left shin soreness was revealed to be a stress fracture, forcing Cade into season-ending surgery. For Pistons fans, it was par for the course. Another year of potential promise stolen away. To the general public, this was the second year in a row of waiting. Another annual news cycle without any Cade Cunningham highlights and storylines. And after the public investment they poured into him before the draft, that was alarming. When the calendar turned, he'd have a chance to put some narratives to bed. But for the rest of 2023, it was nothing but rehab and ugly Twitter mentions. Maybe believing wasn't meant for Detroit.
Yeah. Pray for all my Detroit niggas, man. Pray for Soul Illuminati, nigga. Pray for that nigga.
Coding 101 Part 3. Stop typing your prompts. Seriously. You're prompting cursor over 100 times a day, but typing detailed context.
Lunch has never tasted this good. This is a good like thumbnail, I guess.
There were some small victories in the offseason. They found Asar Thompson in the draft. Jaden Ivey looked ready to step into a larger role, and the front office convinced Monty Williams to accept the head coaching position after his illustrious tenure with the Suns came to a close. After 3 games, Detroit was 2-1. Cade had scored over 25 points in 2 of those games, and that one loss came by a single point. Look, it wasn't much, but for a fan base numbed by years of losing, it felt like progress. Then, the losing streak erased it all. By 10 straight losses, hope had vanished. By 20, it spiraled into full-blown anguish, and it didn't stop there. The 25th...
I remember this, bro. Yo, the Pistons were so historically ass, right? They were so historically ass that I remember just running up a bag. I'm sorry, hey, Detroit fans, my bad, bro. Listen, bro, don't take it too personally, but I ran up a crazy bag when y'all niggas losing. I ain't gonna lie, and it felt good. It felt good. Yeah, you got a bummy team, a sucky team, an ass team. Your team never really been good in 10 years. Like, you know what I mean? Your city's not even that good. It's cool. Like, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally your team's trash. Don't take it personally your city's ass. It's okay. It's all right. Feel me? Still love for Detroit, man. Still love for the... I almost said, whoa, that would have been wild gay.
Loss put Detroit on the precipice of breaking the kind of record no one wants to be associated with, and forced Cade Cunningham to answer another series of deflating questions.
Yeah, we're not 2-26 bad. You know what I mean?
Look at his eyes, man.
No way are we that bad.
Look at his eyes, man.
You could hear the exhaustion in his voice, see the frustration in his eyes. This was a player who barely knew what losing felt like. A generational talent stamped for NBA greatness before he could even drive. He had improved, taken his game as a scorer and playmaker to new heights in his 3rd season, and none of it seemed to make any difference. He was just a former #1 overall pick, leading the laughingstock of the league into arenas across the country. Even after his impassioned rant, the losing streak would go on for 3 more games, handing the Pistons the record for the most consecutive losses in a single season. Disaster was an...
Niggas broke a record for being ass. Imagine how crazy that is. You niggas suck so bad that you broke a record for being ass. Like whose fault it is, nigga? Bend over the chair, nigga. Bend over the chair, nigga. I'm taking out the belt, man. You deserve to get your ass beat for that, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Understatement. They struggled offensively, fell flat on their face defensively, and regressed under a coach who didn't look like he wanted to be there. Another year of losses. Deja vu. A cruel joke in bold lettering. It was a year dedicated to misery and repetition, hammering every Detroit basketball fan with painfully familiar messages. By now, the footage of their last great team was visibly dated, shot on cameras that couldn't compete with today's cell phones.
Yeah.
The kids held on to stories passed down by their parents. And after years of watching, waiting for someone and some team to bring back the glory days, it felt like they were permanently out of reach.
This is sad, man.
14-68, the worst record in the history of the franchise, and one of the worst records in the history of the league. Something had to change. First, a new GM in Trajan Langdon.
Niggas was generationally ass. Yo.
Then a new coach in JB Bickerstaff, and finally a viable rotation of proven vets with winning experience. Tim Hardaway Jr., Malik Beasley, and Tobias Harris, a trio of clearly defined NBA players with immediate upside on the roster, ready to come in and play a role like a professional. They were going to be better. That was inevitable. I mean, it was nearly impossible to be any worse. The only question was how much better, and the answer depended entirely on the cool-headed creator at the center of it all, Cade Cunningham. For the first couple months, the results were unclear. The Pistons entered the new year with the same amount of wins as they had in the entire last season, and yet they were still 4 games under 500. Then, right after the holidays, Detroit went on a 5-game winning streak. The pieces were gelling, the young guys were stepping up, and most importantly, Cade was cooking.
What I said earlier, don't touch me, I'm sizzling.
Hey! Don't touch me, I'm sizzling. I'm stealing that one. I'm sizzling.
Cade still has it. Comes through with that reverse he likes and scores with this nice reverse. Wizards by 1.
Got the reverses. This nigga's editing style is too weak, man.
Snaking around picks with quiet precision, trapping defenders on his hip and forcing bigs to decide between an automatic mid-range jump shot or a perfectly placed lob thrown right over their heads. He wasn't promising anymore. He wasn't developing. He was walking like a superstar and talking like one too. And when the All-Star game came around, the whole country took notice. For the first time since Grant Hill, the Pistons had a young All-Star leading the charge, a jersey to buy, a favorite player to fight for at the lunch table, a legitimate reason to look forward to those 6 o'clock tip-offs after work or school. And in the next couple months, the good times kept rolling. They'd hit 20 wins, then 30, and in a blink of an eye, 40, 44 wins and 38 losses. A winning record, 1 year removed from clawing their way to double-digit victories. And when it was all said and done, a playoff matchup against the New York Knicks. Game 1 in Madison Square Garden was hard-fought. Cade, Tobias Harris, and Malik Beasley kept the Pistons in it until the Knicks pulled away. Then in Game 2, Cade Cunningham took over. 33 points and 12 rebounds on 52% from the field. A calming onslaught of bump fades and tough finishes en route to a huge upset in New York City. Back in Michigan, the whole state was buzzing. It felt like a dream, an untranslatable feeling sweeping through every neighborhood and apartment complex for miles. It was more than just a Game 2. It was what the game meant. The binding stamp of a defining cultural shift. The first playoff win in 17 years. The budding resurgence of a team stuck in the rebuild for years. The beginning of the future.
What y'all gotta do is begin to get some better jerseys. Because these jerseys are ass. So do that.
They had nearly given up on. Game 3 was an event, a playoff game back in Detroit, a packed house with exciting conversations echoing off every wall in the building until they all came to a swift hush. The lights dimmed, 2 pillars of fire erupted out of the shot clocks, and every person in the building held their breath as John Mason took the mic to deliver a booming intro for a stoic superstar. It had been a long time coming, longer than any fan base should have to endure. But Detroit basketball was back. As the series went on, the Pistons never backed down. Cade continued powering the offense without a single hitch. Asar Thompson took on whatever assignment Bickerstaff handed him and defended with every ounce of effort he could summon. The vets kept on producing, setting the tone in the huddle and knocking down the open looks that came their way. Sadly, it just wasn't enough. Jalen Brunson played like a man possessed, and Karl Anthony Towns reminded the world how talented he was. The season ended in Game 6 after a torrid fourth quarter from both teams. A somber finale to an electrifying season. Just like that, it was over. A first-round exit to follow up a historic one-year comeback. You might assume the fans left the building dejected, but in Detroit, they walked back to their cars with their heads held high. Even if they weren't ready yet, that was enough for them to believe that one day they would be.
Look at them boys, man. Them boys happy in Detroit, man. Them boys happy. Yo, them boys happy to be in the playoffs, man. It's a good vid, man. It's a good vid.
It's been a long time coming. There's no denying that. Years and years of watching hopeless teams get kicked around by the rest of the league, wondering when it would finally be their turn again. No one would ever say it wasn't painful, but if you asked a Pistons fan, they'd just as quickly tell you it was all worth it. Countless nights spent hiding their fandom and anonymity, all for this moment, when they could finally say they have a future they can believe in, a star worth celebrating, a city waking back up. There's really no roadmap for a rebuild and no one timeline that fits all sizes. Some franchises overhaul in a couple seasons. Some spend decades stuck in irrelevance. All you could do is hold on and trust that one day it might all end. And when it inevitably does, you'll be grateful you had the strength to see it through. So don't lose that jersey. Hold on to that hat and keep that poster up for a few more years. The turnaround might not be on the horizon, but trust us, it's on its way.
Shit, man. Yo, shout out to Half Past Noon, man. Shout out to Half Past Noon, bro. You doing your big one. I like these type of like mixing the art with the sports. Wavy. You like K Cannon right now, man. You cooking up. You're sizzling. Alright, Yatsky. Alright, Chasky. We caught up with Mr. Cade. We caught up with Mr. Cade Cunningham. Now we about to move on to Tyrese Halliburton. But before I move on to Tyrese Halliburton, what I'm gonna do is I am going to go get some fruits. Or go get a fruit. Cause yeah, keep my energy levels up. So y'all niggas, for all the ones that watching this, give me a little second. Yo, stretch your glutes while I go get my fruits.
Halliburton has it. 6 seconds.
I bet. So we handled Cade Cunningham. We just handled his story. Now we getting into the nigga that they call a villain. You understand? We getting into the villain of the league. The villain of the league. You don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton. Same nigga that had Pascal Siakam rolling his eyes back. Niggas was getting to a trance. Feel me? Niggas was talking to the ancestors. Niggas was getting real demonic on you niggas. Real demonic on you niggas. Feel me? That Tyrese Halliburton. That Pascal Siakam, nigga. That gave New York the belt, nigga. Didn't give my Nets the belt, though. Didn't give my Brooklyn Nets the belt. It's cool. It's whatever. It's whatever. Whatever. Give y'all niggas a belt, though. Y'all up to... Yo, whatever. Y'all Queens niggas, hold that. But, yo, we about to get into it, man. Like I said, I don't really know much about the new NBA superstars. I like to keep repeating myself. Y'all niggas know the story by now, right? We're learning about the new NBA superstars, all that yacht, all that hype. I'm trying to see who's the biggest demon in the NBA. Who the biggest demon? Nigga? Who really gonna let it fly from 50? Fuck 30. 30 was so 2010. It was so 2016. That's some 2016 shit. That's some Steph shit. Let it flop on 50. Pussy nigga. Without any further ado, let's get busy, nigga. Tyrese Halliburton is not a superstar.
Halliburton has it. 6 seconds to go. He splits the defense. Halliburton skips back.
On the inside, there was self-doubt. That constant battle.
Got it! He put it in!
Who's the best point guard in the NBA right now?
Myself, of course I'm gonna say myself.
He's confident and cocky.
You are a fashion icon, some would say.
I like being different.
But his ego was driven from something much deeper.
Looking like I have confidence in myself, I don't think I've ever had to work on that. But on the inside, there was like self-doubt. Just so much that I'm having to like suppress.
First off, do you embrace being the sort of wrestling villain? Do you enjoy that?
No question.
And it started way before any of us even knew Tyrese.
I never would have thought that the NBA was gonna be a thing, like not a real thing. My household growing up was very interesting. I grew up in a household of all brothers telling me I suck, and they always beating you up when you're little and stuff. I feel like that's just been a part of my life, my whole life. I became obsessed with basketball around when I was like 10, 11 years old. I was playing around locally, home, probably like the best kid in my area. It came kind of easy. I lived in Oshkosh, a small town, but if you want to play basketball, you gotta go through Milwaukee. You ain't got no choice, you know? And I remember my first AU tournament in Milwaukee, being around all these black people. It was like kind of a culture shock for me, which is crazy to say. Right. They just play with, a different type of tenacity. They pick up full court. I couldn't dribble like that.
Wait, brother, wait. I was struggling to find the pause button. Nigga said, playing around all these black people. Did you check in the mirror by any chance? What do you mean playing against all these black people?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Like, bro, you good? Hey, man. Tyrese, I like you, gang. Don't fuck it up, man.
Not being the best player on the floor anymore. It was a weird thing. I wrestled with my confidence a lot from probably like 6th grade to 8th, 9th grade, where I just felt like I was not getting any better.
Tyrese turned to another sport to help his confidence.
I got into WWE as a young kid.
Remembering watching is WrestleMania 19. That's the first one that I can really remember. Stone Cold, The Rock, Jericho, Shawn Michaels. It was an elite event.
As a kid, I always imagined if I was a wrestler, I'd be the bad guy because I'm like the skinny guy who can talk trash to people and then, figure it out in the ring. And I always imagined myself as like the mouthpiece of a stable. Like I always felt like that was supposed to be me.
Yeah, it's definitely contributed to your style.
For sure. When I got to high school, I started working with a new trainer, Coach B. He really changed my life. He made me feel really comfortable being a point guard.
This is Halliburton making a veteran move there.
My last AU tournament, we played Team Rio, who had Brian Antoine, who's a 5-star point guard, and Scotty Lewis, 5-star wing. And I cooked them.
I like this, man. Get busy on these niggas, Tyrese.
Once we saw him play, there was 2-3 possessions up and down the floor, and like, this kid's just got something.
Iowa State offered me right after. I was like, damn, because I know I got to go to Iowa State. Because they got the Wisconsin connection. They had, point guards in the league. I was like, I know I got to go. looking like I have confidence in myself. I don't think I've ever had to work on that. But inside, when I first got to college, kind of expected to like redshirt. Because I got to college, I was no star. Nobody knew who I was. Like I'm thinking like, damn, maybe I am gonna get redshirted. My dad and Coach B pulled me aside when they dropped me off at school and they were like, just find the hardest worker and do everything he does and try to do more. Mario Shayak was a fifth-year senior and I remember he just lived in the gym. I was attached to his hip, doing whatever he was doing. I worked so hard and I believed in everything I did, but on the inside, there was like self-doubt.
I'll work in the best.
First conference game or second conference game at the crib. We played Kansas.
I like that.
Buries a three right in front of the Kansas bench.
The defense, the shooting, and the poise. What a freshman year Tyrese Halliburton has had.
We beat them by 20. They were top 5 in the country at the time.
I don't think people around the country
by
know
20.
how good this team is.
Halliburton.
Like 20 and they were top 5 in the fucking country. You understand how crazy that is?
Because again,
you understand how crazy that is? You beat them like 20 and they're top 5 in the country. Oh my God.
Nobody even knew who I was.
Iowa State arms were there. Halliburton. Why not?
You haven't hit your freshman wall yet. It seems like you're getting better and better.
Those coaches and my teammates.
Halliburton tips it away. Tyrese Halliburton. Shot at that. Three. Got it. Well, there we go.
All the people at Iowa State, I had such great relationships with.
Tyrese on the run out, dunks it with the right hand.
Like for me, the NBA, that wasn't a thought. I got some college offers, I'm gonna go play college. I wasn't the kid at the top trying to stay there. I'm the kid that's way at the bottom trying to chase that. We went to USA for under 19 that year, and it was like me, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs. Our average margin of victory is probably like 40 out there. But I just remember thinking like, if these dudes are NBA players, so am I. I can do this for real. I remember meeting with Coach Prom on our exit meeting. And I'm like, Coach, I don't really know if I'm gonna leave. He said, well, you're not coming back here. Swish Cultures put out a video, and it was me shooting, catch and shoot jumpers pre-draft, and dudes was commenting like, he shoot that shit in the league, they just gonna throw it back in his face.
Have you started jumping on your three-point jump shot?
I have not.
Those that don't know, will you start? He takes about 3 seconds on a set shot to shoot behind the arc.
My whole life, no matter what level I've been on, a coach has like started to think that they're gonna change it.
I know a lot of people have been talking about his shot.
A little bit of a set shot. Funky shot. Right?
But I'll just be like, all right, y'all gonna see.
Like at this point, bro, like nigga, I grew up with so much niggas that got so much weird, like so much fucking ugly jump shots, nigga. That why am I?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
That I'm just used to seeing a bad jumper. I'm used to seeing a bad jumper, Gabe.
We didn't really know what to anticipate going into the draft.
With the first pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards.
And every pick going by, we're just looking at it. I'm looking over my agent.
With the third pick, with the fifth pick, with the eighth pick.
And I'm just sitting there like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do?
With the 12th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Tyrese Halliburton.
12th pick is not bad.
Iowa State University.
I was not familiar with the team at all, other than Fox and Marvin. I just want to be a part of like building something.
Back the other way, Halliburton off glass.
I had a lot of success early in my rookie year, coming off the bench.
Halliburton punching it home.
We played like the Bulls early. We played the Nuggets early.
Buddy, driving, kick, Tyrese, three. Bang! Tyrese Halliburton, a three.
I had really good games against both those teams. Man, I really feel like I belong. You know, I really feel like I can be a good player in the league.
Fakes the handoff and slams it home. Oh, he's slick with it.
If I can keep improving, it's just going to help me, become a lot better basketball player.
Halliburton from deep. Yes! Butter Halliburton.
Halliburton has been special. He has been very, very impressive. Halliburton can be their starting point guard.
Tyrese, Jabari. Get it up, young fella. Tyrese Halliburton going to the basket.
It's just outperformed expectations, really high ones too. Tyrese can obviously play with or without De'Aaron or anybody else on our roster.
Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese chilling in the Bronx and still doing the Hollywood shuffle.
We're getting all type of buckets.
When you first get in the league, they're asking you about the trade deadline. I remember being in that post-game presser like, we all got to be professionals. And I walked out and I was like, why are they asking me that? I'm the last one to get traded from here, you know? Like, I'm not getting traded. My agent called me that morning and was like, yo, I think you're about to get traded. And I'm like, yo, fam. Like, I called George Niang because he's in Philly. I was like, yo, fam, am I coming to Philly?
I don't think so. Like, I haven't heard anything like that. He's like, hold on.
Woj is the one who told me, like, I think it could be Indy.
He calls me, he's like, bro, I just got traded to Indy.
Boom, just hit me. I was hurt. I was really frustrated.
Going back home?
Frustrated with everybody and everything. It was like the first time in my basketball career I felt like unwanted. Couldn't really control my emotions. Can't really put it into words. It was so weird. The Pacers played that night. They went to Atlanta and got me about like 35. Right. My girl don't know a lot about basketball, but she looked over at me and she's like, you get traded here? Pack my bags to get on the plane in the morning. And I think we played Miami at one point. Just so much anger that I'm having to like suppress and not show. It's every day that constant battle. That was probably where it was at its worst. If you think negative about yourself all the time, how do you think about the world?
Yeah.
Although
I feel that, like, yo, Trump, my content journey, it had a lot of moments when it was just like, I feel like me against the world, me versus nobody. Like, oh, I ain't got nobody I could look to. Fuck everybody. Fuck all y'all niggas. Yo, y'all niggas could eat a dick. Yo, kiss the balls while you at it. I was thinking real negative, bro. But, like, that's when you gotta channel that anger into, like, just hard work and refining the system. Let the anger help you refine the system. Refine the system that turns you from something that's just cool to something undeniable. And then when you become something undeniable, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't have no mercy for no pity, no mercy for nobody. Be the monster. Be the big bad wolf. You dig? Like, real spill.
I got rid of me. Indy's happy to have me. I can relate to the fans. I can relate to the people. Like, I understand, like, how they grew up. Like, I grew up the same way. It's a new start. We're in, like, a rebuilding stage and trying to figure everything out. Because when I'm confident and I feel good about where I'm at, I feel like that just flows to everybody. So we played Miami 2 weeks later.
Great hands by, Halliburton just did a heck of a job. They doubled. And he did a heck of a job of getting his hands up into the passing.
The Pacers have never
step
traded.
back.
Here's
oh
a
my
step
God.
back three. Halliburton again.
And I had my career high at the time.
Oh Halliburton gets that strange looking push shot at his Halliburton's like a star here.
Halliburton beats Jackson.
Was that a fake pass?
18 and a half for Tyrese Halliburton.
You guys are learning who I am as a player.
Now he goes behind the back. Turner for three.
Well,
he's having too much fun out there, man.
That's a show there.
He's having too much fun out there, man.
For a second here. The Indiana Pacers, all right, #1 offense in the NBA, okay? Leads the NBA in fast break points, points in the paint per game, assists per game, assist to turnover ratio. This guy's the league leader in assists and averaging damn near 27 points per game.
I don't think I've ever even heard Stephen A. say my name before that.
Tyrese is a great player. He likes to share the ball, and he's a pretty good leader.
He's going to launch it.
Oh my God, who you feeling like, yo, wait a minute. He was chucking, he chucks like this. I like this. This is Ball Hog City. I could get familiar with this. I don't know he be chucking like this. I like that. Yo, Chuck, nigga. Chuck that shit
It looks like you guys are having a lot of fun.
Coach Carlisle pulled me aside and was like, hey, man, I don't want to call plays anymore. I want you to be the head of it.
The guy can handle the ball. He can finish at the rack. He can shoot the three. He can pull up the mid-range.
Here's a step back.
That's the shake 'em up.
You're getting a lot of praise, whether it's locally, nationally.
Who's the best point guard in the NBA right now?
Myself, of course I'm going to say myself.
He's confident and cocky and talking shit.
Tyrese Halliburton, aggressive.
Pass and pounded it down is Turner.
The way you play basketball is phenomenal. Off the backboard, the pass thing.
Sometimes I'll just start cussing at a fan and they didn't say anything to me and they were cheering loud for their team and I just made up that they said something negative about me.
Yeah, that's that. Hey, I like, that's that mama mentality, nigga. That's that Jordan mentality. That's that I need a reason to get going tonight. They talking about me. They laughing about me in that corner over there. I fuck these niggas. I bet. Now I'm dropping 60. Why you laughing at me? Are you laughing at the swag? I swag. Bet. Watch this.
Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers have agreed on a 5-year deal that could be worth up to $260 million.
What does $250 million feel like?
Yeah, I mean,
more than a quarter.
It's definitely surreal.
What's the treat yourself gift?
I realized I want to switch my style, be a little different than everybody. I don't dress like anybody else in the NBA.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I started making stupid money, I'll pull out in the most ridiculous fits ever. Nigga, I'll be looking like a created character that came from Mars, nigga. You give me 260 mil? Alright, yeah, that's fuck you money. Now I'm popping out. Now I'm popping out in the new Louis. That got the squiggly build. I got the alien build. I got the AI build. I got the 3D printer build, nigga. I'm popping on with shoes with spikes on them everywhere, bedazzled, nigga. What? I'm wearing furs on. I'm wearing furs with no sleeves. I'm looking like a WrestleMania character, gang. I'm sorry, bro. Well, nigga, what are you wearing to the function, nigga? Like, there's some shit you never heard about, nigga. You've heard about Yee's Pain? Never heard about this, nigga. I was eating roast duck, wearing the Yee's Pain. What you was doing? In your Nike sweats, jerking off, being your dick, nigga. Stop talking to me, nigga. Go talk to the money.
Or a fashion icon, some would say.
I want to go viral. I don't want to dress like other people in the NBA. I like being different. This isn't just for the tunnel or for show. This is really who I am.
He is walking like he is on a runway.
Nigga just like Tyler, the Creator.
Tyrese Halliburton was voted most overrated player by the players.
Do you think he's overrated?
He's a very good player.
Do you think he's overrated?
Do you?
No, he's not overrated.
I just said he's a very good player.
I don't think he's.
He is one of those players that they possibly
just got back into
like.
the league. I just got back to the league. I seen the highlight nigga. You don't make it to the NBA Finals being overrated. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. That's all I could say. I haven't seen him play night in and night out, but I don't think you could make it to the NBA Finals and then give. Who was it that he was giving hell like that? Was it OKC? The nigga was giving OKC, which is touted as one of the greatest basketball teams of all time. He was giving these niggas hell. You think that's overrated, bud? Man, y'all niggas just hate. Y'all niggas hate for fun. Some hating ass
Phone on the road. That's what I like.
And you're a WWE guy.
I'm a big WWE guy. I knew I was going to be a bad guy in there. I didn't realize how much I really am disliked out there. But that was a little eye-opener.
You wanna got the chair?
This is going to be the first year in how long?
I know these niggas did all of this. Yo, this nigga Jalen Brunson got the chair for this nigga? Y'all niggas gonna make me start watching WWE again.
Into the playoffs.
I don't think they've made the playoffs since the bubble. We have faith that we can beat anybody in the league. We just gotta get to the playoffs and be able to have a chance to prove that.
The retribution will have to wait. Well, hey, respect to Jalen Brunson for stepping up when he had to.
I was ready to throw down tonight.
I'll be back.
What more could you ask for than playing in the playoffs, playing the Madison Square Garden? There's nothing like it. So.
Facts.
Really having to work here.
Brunson off the glass, scores. Knicks trying to add to it. Brunson going to work. Trying to shoot. Brunson drives.
That must feel so good. That must feel so good when the crowd's going. It's playoff time and you're hot. Like you're as K Cudderman would say, you're sizzling. Don't touch me, nigga. I'm sizzling, nigga. You know how good that must feel? Especially when the team's on like a good scoring run and then you end it off with a big three. The crowd's going ballistic and then these niggas call timeout. Oh my God. That must be goosebumps. The aura you must feel from that must be ridiculous. The energy must feel amazing.
Seeing how Brunson has been playing in the playoffs, and especially early in this series, does that fire your competitive juices up?
You know, he's doing what he has to do for his team to win games, and I got to do that as well.
Halliburton coast to coast, it's good. Oh, this building is alive. Halliburton dancing, driving, right-hand scoop underneath. Back and forth they go. Halliburton another three. Got it. A wild first half. The Pacers, the desperate team after going 0-2 in New York, throw the first punch.
And the Pacers are now 5-0 at home in the playoffs. This one their best performance yet.
For some reason, the whole series, whoever was sitting in that spot would be talking, oh, I'll be here all game, da-da-da-da. That started it. Yeah, I was amped.
We win the game right now.
I like that. I like that. Yo, hey, man. The more, out of all the people I watch, like, I like Kid Cunningham. I like his game, but I need more character. This nigga is a character, bro. Like, he's talking smack with, like, this is why I like AE. AE talking smack with the crowd. He talking smack with his legends. You know what I mean? Niggas like Kid Cunningham and Shai, like, they're cool, but they're gonna burn you the game and then talk smack in like the interview. They ain't even really gonna talk smack. They just gonna, like, you know, talk about themselves. Nigga, I like niggas. Pause. Wait, see, that came out crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
But I like players, right? That, bro, they're gonna talk to you while it's happening, while you have a chance to do something, and still give you the work. While you have a chance to do something, nigga. I'm not gonna talk after we done, nigga. I'm gonna talk right now. Do something about it. Let's go.
Open, wide open three is good.
Yeah, he pointed to him. He was like, yo, this your fault.
Halliburton
It's your fault.
stops, shoots, and scores.
Remember what you
There's the
said.
impressiveness you guys talked about.
Remember what you said. 2025.
The Pacers will set a record for the best shooting performance in NBA playoff history.
Come on! Yes! Yes! Yes, baby! Yes!
Siakam, man. That's an NBA champion right there.
And yet, even when Tyrese was at his peak, his insecurities found a way to bubble up.
They don't have to foul yet, and he's been trying to save it, and he's out of bounds. Come on! We're right here! Hard looking.
That's game one.
Knocked out of bounds. Celtics ball. Halliburton. Holiday harassing him. And Halliburton goes crashing and lost the ball. Celtics will get it.
It's really one of the first playoff games that I really feel like, man, you know, like it's on me. So
Tatum goes in Shepherd. Leads in. Shot counted and one. Gets it inside. Tatum across the lane. Count it and a foul. As in final seconds. That's it. It's over. The Celtics are heading back to the NBA Finals.
Damn,
we don't want this to be a feel-good story that we had a good run. Like, we're trying to create a standard here and uphold people to those standards.
Let's get started. Just to impress, baby. Just to impress.
MJ's on, and nigga got
I
that
think why I
MJ's
will
on.
continue to have success moving forward is I just expect a lot out of myself, and I think the people around me do as well, and that holds me to a standard that I don't want to let down.
This is water.
So I'm in the 8500 parade, and I was looking around, and I was like, this is so many people. If we won a championship, you could probably double this, triple it. You know, like, this would be ridiculous. And I remember sitting there
This
like,
is what it's all about, bro.
it has to happen. I said all year, our goal is to win a championship. And I think people heard me say that early in the year, like, yeah, right. Get out of here.
How about we focus in on the Indiana Pacers, right? They're off to a little bit of a rough start, dropping 3 out of their first 4 games, looking nothing like the team that crashed the Eastern Conference Finals. A huge slide in Tyrese Halliburton's offense.
Deep three by Ty is way off.
been frustrated with myself because I feel like the games that we've been losing, if I was myself, then we would be winning.
Halliburton lunges, firing a three, no good. And fittingly, Isaac grabbing it with Franz Wagner scooping it up.
I don't know if he's necessarily been putting in the work that he needs to put in. I strongly believe that the Pacers are going to fall off like no limit.
I'm coming home, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I'm like, am I a loser?
Yo.
You gotta change something. Like, something gotta change. Like, maybe it's not you, but it's you. Figure it out. Starting to doubt yourself, but it's funny because it's like, you never doubted yourself to get here, so why would you start now?
Tyson, that's the only way he's really going to be an effective scorer.
Halliburton launches deep three.
You should see it go down.
A little chirping there with Dylan Brooks.
First off, do you?
I didn't think talk his shit with Dylan Brooks.
Heel? Nobody likes being the crowd heel anymore, the sort of wrestling villain. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, no question.
In Indiana, trying to make a statement in game one of this first round series.
Halliburton with one in his face. Answers.
And he has something to say to him, too.
We don't have to sit here and act like it's any secret. We don't like them. They don't like us.
Do you think that has contributed to the way you play?
I mean, teams don't want to take us lightly.
And the thing with heels, great heels, they believe that they're doing something for their greater good.
Catches.
And
inside. Give it one. Portis and Dame, they back at each other.
So I just go in the game just understanding that it's whoever's in our locker room, whoever's in our travel party against the world.
8 seconds. Halliburton against Giannis. Halliburton.
Got it.
3 seconds.
Got
Puts
it.
it in.
Got it.
He put it in.
How much are you looking forward to this opportunity against this top seed in the Cavs?
They've been dominant in the East all year.
2025 Kia Defense Player of the Year goes to Evan Mobley of the Cleveland.
Evan Mobley.
They have attackers really at all positions.
Mitchell with the pick six.
Even their bigs are playmakers.
Evan Mobley was presented with his Defensive Player of the Year award. The 2025 Coach of the Year from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kenny Atkinson.
We are seeing high-level NBA playoff basketball here in Cleveland.
Just be mentally ready for war.
Our goal is to win a championship, so in order to do that, you got to beat the best.
Here's Mitchell spinning into the paint, exploding and finishing as Mitchell buries the three. Mitchell soars in, comes it home, plus the foul. This thing has ballooned back to 20.
You get hit with a haymaker and nobody really knows what's happening. You find a way to hang in.
Crosses over, steps back, and buries it. Masterful play by Halliburton.
I'm definitely watching the playoffs this year.
12 and a half seconds to go.
I'm definitely watching the playoffs this year.
I'm at peace with my game.
You just gotta catch the best watching ones.
Second one is short, and it's rebounded by Halliburton. The Pacers have a timeout. Will they use it? 4 seconds to go. Halliburton for three. Three ball. Up top. Inbound.
Bang.
Didn't get it off. And this rivals the Milwaukee finish. He sticks it.
Talk about how clutch he is.
Push to the cup, lays it up and in.
Talk about how clutch he is.
That the stars for this Indiana team are putting together.
Hey, congratulations. Keep believing. You guys are 8 wins away from an NBA championship. Pacers, 1, 2, 3, Pacers!
Tyrese, Rick compared your iron will to Reggie Miller. What does that mean to you to kind of be mentioned with him?
Anything that I do, especially in the clutch, is going to get brought in the same conversation as Reggie. Reggie made a lot of plays for a lot of you guys when you were younger. I think he's laid the groundwork, and I'm just trying to get to that level.
It's obviously a storied rivalry between two franchises.
Anunoby, quiet tonight with 6. Puts up a 3. Got it! Towns got it. Oh, look at his hack. He goes right into Bryant. He goes inside.
This is a legendary game, man.
What was that, 16, 17?
Hey, man, I heard about this game so much last season. This is a legendary game. Legendary. Crazy. How in the world do you do what Reggie did, bro, but a little bit better?
Just trying to walk them down.
They're shooting 53% from the floor. They lead by 15. There's a 3 ball up top from Neesmith.
Let's get it to 10.
Halliburton a 3. Back-to-back threes.
Chipping away, chipping away, chipping away.
Pascal Siakam having his way. He's got 25. He's a step back three. It's good.
2-point game, 6 seconds to go. Halliburton driving. He's in the lane. He nearly lost it. He backs up and unloads a three.
Lucky bounce.
That did not happen.
He was like pointing at me and started doing. I'm like, oh god. Yeah. My phone started blowing up, and all the celebrities started looking at me like it's your fault.
The game is over, and Indiana has won, coming back and captured game one of the
lucky bounce.
Eastern Conference Finals.
This place is absolutely stunned.
If you don't see little splashes of Magic Johnson, Steve Nash, and Steph Curry all blended in this game, I'm not saying it's on that level, but it's getting there.
The first player with a 30-point, 15 assists, no turnover triple-double in playoff history is Tyrese Halliburton.
What's really special about our group right now is we have so many different people contributing.
He's been picked it up. Halliburton to the track.
They are 6-0 in their last 6 playoff road games.
A lot of our playoff runs are just being the underdog and going into it with like an effort. Mentality.
Halliburton into the forecourt, being tracked by McBride, but not successfully. Right down the middle of the lane, Halliburton with a two-hand slam.
It's been a quarter of a century since Indiana has gone to the finals.
It will probably be a core memory in our lives, but Reggie in the building, it is a really special thing.
49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana.
So unlucky, dog.
This is what every player dreams about.
They're all standing up, doing synchronized clapping to the beat before the game. I was a little jittery in the first quarter, getting off the ball quick.
It's like they have 6 guys out there on defense. Knocks down another three. It's got 5 threes.
Thunder by 15, their largest lead off of their 24th takeaway.
Shy, man.
We're a really resilient group. We just do a great job of just sticking in and settling into the game.
Although Anthony,
three-pointer, puts it in. Nembhard steps back, three-pointer, got it! Three-pointer from Nembhard.
It's a 1-point game.
The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds, no fouls to give.
Yeah, and Ayo, the fact that he wants the ball in the NBA Finals clutch. If you want the ball in a clutch in the NBA Finals, that tells me all I need to know, man.
Looking, Halliburton driving, pulls off, jump shot. It's gone! Tyrese Halliburton does it again!
Game 1, I felt good. Game 2, throughout the course of the game, I started to feel kind of some pain in the back of my leg.
As soon as they absolutely swarm.
Douglas Alexander off the bounce, gets inside, double clutch, counted out of fouls. GA on the drive, pulls back, jump shot, got it.
The Thunder win game 2 big, 123-107 over the Indiana Pacers.
He's not 100%. It's pretty clear. But I don't think he's going to miss the next game.
I get an MRI the next day. There was just some swelling, but nothing that really caused any real concern. I was like, okay, I'm just going to play through it. So game 3, 4, 5, definitely have some soreness. Game 5, the moment happens where I shot fake Chet and I just kind of fall. And right there, I felt a pull in the back of my calf.
You went back to the locker room, have checked.
Now I have a calf strain. If it was the regular season, that I would have to sit a couple weeks.
I mean, it's NBA Finals. It's the finals, man. I've worked my whole life to be here, and I want to be out there to compete.
So we go to game 6. I got to pass an Achilles stress test that I pass and go play the game.
Man, we passed all the tests, bro.
Halliburton's going to try. Finally gets one the gun away. Halliburton comes up with it. Cross court, Siakam for the slam.
Showtime!
We win by a lot, so I had to play 23 minutes. So honestly, after the game, my calf wasn't even bothering me. So I go to game 7.
Halliburton lines up a long three-pointer. Got it.
Wait, so he got injured in game 7?
Threes of back triples for Tyrese Halliburton. Takes it out, Clappin. Good contested.
When I went down, I knew right away what had happened.
Halliburton's hurt right away.
The trainer rushes out to take a look, and even a concerned Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is checking on Halliburton.
That's
He authored one of the great individual playoff runs in the history of the NBA and did it as one.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If he comes back and he gets a chip off of this, That's insane. You can't ignore that, man. Yo, you know how crazy it is to have a story like this?
Out of 17. Just continuing to cheer for us, and even though he can't play, I think that just speaks volumes to who Tyrese Halliburton is.
But he will be back.
Shit, bro. This is a good documentary. Gainer Monument. Yo, shout out to you, man. That shit was wavy. Shout out to Tyrese, man. That takes a lot of mental toughness to do what you just, bro. I'm rooting for him. If he's in the NBA Finals and he wins a chip, I'm not gonna be mad at the nigga. I'm not. Maybe if he becomes an above average jump shooter, going to be good. Wait, what's he talking about? Oh, Scotty Barnes. Elijah can't shoot consistently to get respected by. Yeah, this is a good point. This clip is about Scotty Barnes becoming MVP level. That's a great point. I didn't even click on that. Okay. Out here just showing all my business. Okay, you know what? We're going to react to this.
You spent part of the summer with him, right?
All right. So, continuing where we left off with, just learning more about Hallie, we're going to react to the GOAT. The second GOAT versus Jordan. It got multiple GOATs. There's Jordan, there's LeBron, there's Kareem, multiple GOATs. So, when I say GOAT, just know it has multiple GOATs, right? The number one GOAT, in my opinion, is Michael Jordan. Okay? Listen, argue with your own dick in the comments. I'm not going to be arguing with you niggas in the comments. You can't change my mind. I'm going to do a tier list on this for the GOATs. Blah, 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 blah. Like, come on, man. But what we're going to do in our series of getting back into the NBA, right, is we're going to react to LeBron James saying what he thinks on Tyrese Halliburton's game. Why LeBron James loves, with a capital love, Tyrese Halliburton's game. Okay, let's go.
A good chunk of the summer with him at the Olympics. He didn't play much, but I'm sure he soaked up a lot of incredible insight. Like, what was your takeaways from the time you spent with him this summer?
Just a great person, man. Great kid. I mean, didn't matter if he was playing or if he got the opportunity. He was the same guy every single day, and you could see that his mainframe was soaking in all the knowledge and the details, being around all of us, and he was just super appreciative every single day. Never changed his mood. When we had practices and we were doing 5-on-5, and maybe, it was a practice where some of the older guys didn't go that day, he was ready to go. If it was a moment in the game where he was called, he was ready to go. But just a great kid, like every single day, was the same person, joking, laughing, high-spirited, someone that you look at what's going on with the Pacers throughout the regular season and now throughout the postseason, you get it. You get why they are the team they are. And it starts with the head of the snake. We know that. And that's what Hallie, I mean, you can gravitate and bring energy and love and would run through a wall for certain guys. And he's a guy that you would do that for because of how he plays the game, how you know, I've seen, you know, a couple guys was like, you know, well, you know, they're going into a hostile environment, you know, you shouldn't have a smile on his face. I'm like, this is who he is. Like, why are we always trying to change people because this is what you...
Facts, man. Like I said, man, it's the same thing with myself. You can't, special people, you can't box them in. Stop trying to box special people in, nigga. If I want to walk into the ops hood with a smile on my face, it's because I'm happy to be there, nigga. Because I'm happy to be there. You can't take that. I want him to see my smile. I want him to see me happy. Nigga, what?
You say, you know, the narrative, or this guy should look like this, or this guy should... Like, everyone's preparation is different. Everybody is different, but Hallie is one of them ones, you know? And, you know, the success is not happening just because it just came out the blue. It's happening because of Hallie and that team. They're built perfectly for that group.
Right. Yeah, they've built an incredible identity. But it's interesting to hear you say like how kind of like upbeat he is, how positive he is, right? Like that is infectious, as you know. Like coming in every day, we play in the league. Like they're probably on game almost 100 right now, right? Including the preseason. So like that infectious kind of positivity coming from your leader, the head of the snake, like that results in more possession, you know, better possessions, wins, losses, good practice days instead of bad. Now, you know, not everyone's the same. So, but for that team, an upbeat, up-tempo team, a team that doesn't necessarily have that, hey, we're going to this guy, we're going to create ISOs, we're going to spread the floor. You know, he's the head of the snake clearly, but that upbeat, positive attitude. The other thing that goes with it for me that's, I think, cool and fascinating about his personality is like not afraid to talk that shit.
Yeah. That's what I like about Tyrese, man. That's what I like about Tyrese. I said this in the other video, man. Niggas that are not scared to talk that shit even when the game's going. Now, LeBron, I don't think LeBron was a crazy shit talker. Like, probably towards the end of his game, he started talking a little bit of shit, but it's like, LeBron, I don't need to talk shit. You know who I am. You know who I am, right? I'm LeBron James. You know who I am. So he doesn't really need to talk shit, but we'll talk some shit, man. You see, even in the 2010s, these niggas was really talking shit like that. Curry wasn't talking shit. KD wasn't really talking shit. Like these niggas was more like silencers. Like they'll silence you with their game that talk shit. But Kobe was a shit talker. Yo, Kobe taught that shit. MJ, don't start barking with MJ, man. Don't start barking with MJ, man. Come on.
He has the confidence, you know, for a guy, especially a guy that's not a physical player. Right. You know, he has that confidence to like throw this out there, like, you know, like talk. And so I wonder if that's infectious for his team too. Did you notice that in the summer too? Is his love for just talking?
Absolutely. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Like we would play a free throw game after every practice. You know, it'd be me, him, and another talker, you know, and AD, you know, and we would just like, you know, try to talk shit to one another, try to get somebody off their line. You know, we would play the free throw swish game. If you swish, you get a minus, you know, if you just make it, okay, you stay, you get one. So we trying to, you know, well, I'm sorry, if you swish, you get 2 points. If you make it, you just get 1 point. If you miss, then you get a minus, you know, and we would go to a certain number. Sometimes we would go to 7, sometimes we go to 11. And we were always just messing with each other, like, and, you know, and we just be talking shit throughout the whole free throw game. So, you know, Hallie was a part of that group.
That's great. Well, switching to his play, you know, like, I think sometimes, like, it's interesting to kind of categorize him. Is he a superstar? Is he a star? Like, what is he? But, like, right now he is playing elite basketball. And what are the components of that? Like, for me, he's an initiator for his team. Like he can ISO. We've seen him ISO. We've seen him make big plays. He's extremely clutch. But what I love about his game is that he doesn't, and the Pacers have done a great job with their identity. They don't just try to get the matchup and go one-on-one. Right. Like there's much more to it than that. Like one, I love that he throws the ball ahead. A little bit of a lost art in our game, like throwing it ahead. You know, to explain it to the fans, like anytime you throw it ahead in the NBA, you know, NBA players, right? You know, some are better than others in isolation, but what most NBA players can do is attack a closeout. So if you think about throwing the ball ahead, you've got one or two guys going one-on-one or two-on-two in an entire half court. You know, that creates high yield opportunities. So his willingness and their penchant for throwing it ahead, first of all, I think is important. Do you see that when he plays,
right
his
here.
willingness is
a lot of kids don't even know this is a real deal killer. Like, he may look like a nice guy. Steve Nash may look like a nice guy, but the Steve Nash I know of, man, he'll give you that work. He'll give you that work with a bloody nose. With a bloody nose, he'll take an elbow to the nose. He'll eat that and say, "Yo, I bet it's leg. It's leg. Let's go."
To be able to throw it ahead.
Absolutely. And like you just said, like, you got to understand, like, in the postseason, guys are picking up in the front, in the backcourt, 94 feet. You know, a guy like Hallie, they try to wear him down. You know, guys like Ant, they try to wear you down. Guys like Shea, they try to pick you up full court. So what was great about what Hallie does, so if the New York Knicks have scored, or whatever the case may be, say Karl Anthony Towns scores, you know, on Miles Turner. Miles Turner gets it out right away, and they're picking up. Just to kick ahead into the front court, now it's so much space, because you're going to have four guys in the backcourt. You're going to have Karl Anthony Towns, Miles Turner, or Pascal, and then you're going to have someone picking up Hallie in the backcourt. So when he throws it ahead to Nembhard, to Naismith, to Obi Toppin, to those guys, they have so much room to either see if they got an early fast. It's a fast break point. That is a fast break. That's a fast break point. If they have an early attack, they can go at it right now, because there's literally only 6 guys in the front court right now. It's hard to score in a half court in the postseason. You get to grab more. You get the
It's the small things like that. That's how you can tell someone sits down and they study game. They sit down, they study the other team. That's that freak mentality of I'm sitting down, I'm studying you niggas. I'm studying you niggas moves. I know what you niggas like to do. I know what's your go-to. I know what you. I know what's your favorite move. I know where you feel the most comfortable at, and we're gonna make you very uncomfortable this season. I'm gonna make my niggas get even more comfortable while you feel more uncomfortable. We're not playing fair. No.
Hold. You know, things of that nature. So
you think I get 200 mil to play fair? No.
His kick aheads is giving them the advantage, and we've seen it, you know, time after time after time in this series. When the Knicks have scored, you know, Jalen Brunson gets into the lane, shoots his patent fadeaway. You know, Karl Anthony Towns gets into the lane and able to make a layup, or whatever the case may be. They're getting that ball out so fast that the Knicks have no chance of even setting their defense. And you see Pascal laying the ball up on the other end, you know, 20 seconds on the shot clock, like just like that, or getting fouled. So, you know, that ability, and that's infectious. That's infectious basketball. When your star player is willing to give the ball up and get it out of his hands and trust you to make a play, that everyone wants to play like that. Guys want to play for that player. And then, you know what? If we don't have anything, bring it back out. And now here comes the ghost screens. They pitch it to Hallie. Okay, touch screen.
Ghost screen. A deceptive offensive maneuver where a player fakes setting a screen. I'm going to let y'all read along with me. You know what I mean? Fake setting a screen, then sprints away into open space instead of making contact with the defender. I like the name of that shit. Ghost screen.
Flare out, slip out. You know, now Hallie's getting downhill. The ball gets to spraying, and here comes you get into the blender. And once the blenders start, now, you have guys, like you said, most NBA guys play against the closeout. You know, we don't have a lot of ISO guys that can get you a bucket in one-on-one, nor do we want certain guys playing one-on-one basketball. But we all know that when guys can get into a closeout game, that can make the team that much better. And that's what Indiana is doing right now.
That's a great breakdown. Man. Shout out to Braun, man. Shout out to Braun. Braun breaks down the game so good. I could listen to this nigga talk ball all day. Oh, man, it's a shame that Kobe passed away because imagine Kobe and Braun just sitting there talking hoops for 3 hours, bro. Oh, man. R.I.P. Kobe, man. Shout out to Braun. Alright, bet. I'm about to go get some water. And then we're going to get into Pablo Banchero. Or Paulo. I think, is he Brazilian? That sounds like that's like a real Portuguese-ish name, no? He might be Brazilian. Let me find out Brazilian got hoopers now, man. Oh, he's Italian. He's Italian. He was born in Seattle. Okay. Okay. Let me go get my water. Let's get busy, man. Let's get busy. But before we get busy, nigga, everybody get up their chair. I know y'all niggas is watching this back now after you see my clips and you seen a couple YouTube videos. So you want to know where it started, nigga, you doing push-ups with me right now. I don't care if you're 15, you're 16, you're 35, you're 50, you're 33, 47. I don't care. I don't care if you 200. I don't care if you 322, nigga. You do push-ups for the nigga, man. We're gonna do 20. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Like, alright. Let's see what's going on with Paulo Banchero. I might only watch one Paulo Banchero. What you call it? Video. We need to talk about Paulo Banchero. Now, that's some good water. We got to talk about Paulo Banchero. I've been hearing a lot about this guy. Never seen him play basketball a day in my life. But I hear his name. And that's probably a good reason I'm hearing his name. He's probably is a hooper. So we're going to see how he gets down. We're going to learn some of his story. Maybe get some statistics while we're at. Also, rusty buckets. And keep it moving, man. Let's get into it. The title is We Need to Talk About Paulo. Yeah. Also, do me a favor. Shake what your mama gave you and like the video.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Tyson Daniels on his great defender. Deflection by Daniels. And Carroll picks it up. Poised a top three and missed everything. Jalen Suggs diving. And Gay picks up the rebound and calls timeout.
The Orlando Magic have started this season just 2-4 and currently rank 20th in both offensive and defensive rating, making them one of the most disappointing teams in the league so far. There are a lot of things to blame this start on, from their weak center rotation to Desmond Bane's extremely poor start. However, their biggest issue so far, at least according to most, has been their alleged superstar himself, Paolo Banchero. Although he has shown a lot of promise in his first 3 seasons, he has always had some rough edges in his game. Rough edges that could be excused in developmental years with low expectations. But with the Magic giving him a max extension and trading so much for Desmond Bane, the expectations are a lot higher, and thus far, he has failed to live up to them. So much so that people are going as far as comparing him to Josh Smith. Josh was a good player, but that's pretty rough for the #1 pick. Yeah. Some have even argued that he has barely improved his game in the 3 years that he's played. That said, I do feel like people are ringing the alarm bells a bit prematurely here. Don't get me wrong, this is a disappointing start for Paolo, but there are a lot of bright spots hidden beneath a lot of ugly basketball. So let's talk about Paolo Banchero in today's edition of Film Room Friday. As someone who has been trying to get in the gym more, supplementing exercise with artificial junk and fillers on this video because their grass-fed whey protein isolate has made it easy.
Nah, gang.
Our code here to get the offer while supplies last. Thanks again to Transfer with some of the positives with Paolo this year. For starters, I've liked what I've seen from him as a playmaker. He's always been a pretty capable passer, but it seems like there was more potential there that was yet untapped. This season, through 6 games, he's averaging 4 assists, which I realize is not crazy. It's actually slightly below his career average, but he has a career low in turnovers, especially passing turnovers, as a lot of his turnovers are actually offensive fouls. He had 9 assists versus Charlotte in Orlando's most recent game at the time of recording, and in general, I liked his approach in that game a lot, which we will be highlighting a little later on. He also is getting to the line more, averaging a career-high 10.3 free throw attempts a game. It'd be nice if he shot a little better than 71% from the line, but even still, free throws are always good offense. He's also taking a higher volume of his shots right at the basket. His career average percentage of his shots from 0 to 3 feet is 22.9%. This year, he's at 27.3%. Here against...
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But getting in the zone and staying there, that feels more like luck.
It's Jalen Johnson, couple of nice dribble moves, gives him the bump and floats it over on Onyeka Okongwu. Good finish there. Here he just powers through VJ Edgecombe for the slam. Crazy. Not enough help defense. And he has a really nice spin move here on Nikola Jovic. And those, of course, are just his drives that are resulting in a shot without a foul. His extra free throw volume is evidence that he is getting there even more than that. It's also worth noting Paolo's ability as a play finisher. I really love whenever he gets assisted baskets around the rim. Like here, once again, using his size advantage against VJ, great entry pass from Franz, and he just goes straight up over him. Pick and roll here with Suggs for the easiest floater imaginable. Yeah, too easy. And on the semi-transition here, he gets left open and Desmond Bane finds him for the dunk. And what happens here on this play versus the Chicago Bulls is actually something that I notice with Franz a lot. He is really good at driving off of the catch. He gets ahead of steam, and it just makes him a lot more effective going downhill. There's a little bit of a lane down the middle here for him, and no one can stop him.
And
Giddey ends
one.
up causing the and one. Though these plays are unfortunately pretty far and few between. Most of his assisted layups are either from the fast break or just kind of BS assists where he really just drived and did it quickly, so it technically counted as an assist. He's also taking more of his shots from floater range and hitting a career high percentage so far. He also has more presence as a rim protector this year. That could very well just be some early season big numbers though, but he has damn near doubled his blocks per game. But unfortunately, this is where the positives stop. Easily the biggest criticism of Paolo's game has been his shot selection. This guy loves his mid-range jumpers, which I would be fine with if he was any good at them. See, Paolo has what I have long ago coined Kobe wannabe-itis. This is the same problem that plagued Andrew Wiggins early in his career, insisting on taking a high volume of difficult mid-range pull-ups and post fadeaways despite being bad at them. For a more recent example, Jason Tatum also had this issue. In his first 4 seasons, Tatum took 25% of his shots from 10 feet to just inside the three-point line, and he shot 39% on them, which isn't super awful, but it is a good bit below league average from those ranges. And for a quarter of his shots to just be outright inefficient bad shots, it's not exactly ideal. As a result, Tatum started to turn more of those 2s into 3s, and he drastically improved his efficiency as a result. In his last 4 seasons, he reduced his mid-range volume to 16% of his shots. The percentage on him actually stayed about the same, but he took more 3s. He also drove more, getting more shots close to the basket and thus more free throw attempts. And his true shooting percentage went from 56% to 59%, while going from a little bit below average to just above it, all while his overall shot volume was going up. So changing his shot diet, even though he was shooting even more, improved his efficiency. Don't get me wrong. I love mid-range jumpers. It's literally my favorite shot in the game. And I hate that when I discuss this stuff, so many people just go, oh, this guy's just like analytics ball. Push up your glasses, pick up your calculator, nerd. That's just not really true. This is just how I feel about players taking a high volume of any shot that they're really bad at. Like Giannis in the last few years has almost entirely stopped shooting 3s. In 2020, he took nearly 5 3-pointers per game despite him shooting just 30% on them. Last season, he shot just 0.9 3s per game. If you're bad at one type of shot, then that shot is a bad shot to be taking no matter where it's from.
For sure.
Now, there is a line there where you do need to keep taking shots that you're bad at.
I'm not gonna lie, shout out to you, gang, but I thought you was gonna be breaking down the game of this nigga. You are breaking down his game, but it's a little too like statistical, analytical. I'm falling asleep, like respectfully. Shout out to you though. Shout out to you. So I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I'ma just can the Paulo Banchero segment. We're gonna get back to him. And yeah. If he starts to go crazy, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what it is. But that's enough. That's all I got for stream today. Not a long stream, just a little 2-hour. Dropped the 2-hour in your head tops. I enjoyed it. I had fun. But I'm about to just go vibe. Go spend some time with family. And enjoy what I have going on right now with the fam. I'm gonna see y'all later. Make sure you say what's up to your family. Make sure you show your family love. Make sure you enjoy your family while they're around. It's been your boy, Jaco Joran. And we out.